Namaste, I'm Dr. Namita and I'm here to tell you everything you need to know about Panchakarma. So, what do you know about Panchakarma? When you hear Panchakarma, the first thing that might come to your mind is some kind of oil massage, oil kiri, or even oil shirodhara. But actually, that is not the real Panchakarma. It is just a preparatory stage of Panchakarma. Panchakarma, the word Panchakarma can be split into two, Pancha meaning 5 and Karma meaning therapeutic procedures. So Panchakarma comprises of 5 therapeutic procedures which helps in cleansing your body. So to understand Panchakarma, you need to first know the basics of Ayurveda, that is about doshas. There are 3 doshas in our body, namely Vata, Pitta and Kapha. It is said that we human beings are a miniature form of nature. So whatever we see in the nature is present inside us. Hence these 3 doshas can be related to natural forces. Let's see how it is. Vata can be correlated to wind. So Vata in the body is a regulated form of wind which we see in the nature. What is the function of wind? Mainly, it is movement. So anything and everything related to movement in our body is done by Vata. The second dosha is Pitta. Pitta is fire, Agni. For any transformation to take place in our body, we need this Pitta. What is the function of fire? What does it do? It does paga, or it cooks anything or burns anything which is put into it. And similarly, in a regulated way in our body, it does the proper function, the transformation in our body. But when it exceeds in quantity and quality, it affects our health. Just like a fire, just imagine a fire in a forest. The same situation can happen inside our body when this Pitta gets deranged. Now the third dosha, that is Kapha. Kapha can be compared to a thick viscous fluid. When we have some cold cough and all, we spit a thick fluid which is called phlegm. This phlegm is the vitiated form of Kapha. So each of these doshas, they are given a specific seat in our body. Vata is located below the navel, Pitta between navel and chest, and Kapha chest and above region. So when these 3 doshas are in a balanced stage, doing their own specific functions properly and sitting in their own seats, we have health. But due to our daily activities, our wrong food habits, and due to the seasonal changes, these doshas get deranged, they get vitiated, they exceed in quantity, and they come out of their seat, thus disrupting the normal functioning of the body, resulting in disease. So it is very much necessary to always keep these 3 doshas in a very controlled, balanced manner. Once these doshas get vitiated and exceeds in quantity, they have to be expelled out from the body. For this, the Panchakarma treatments are planned. They are planned in such a way that each doshas can be expelled out from the nearest opening. So, to expel the Kapha, which is situated above the chest region, the easiest route is our mouth. Hence, the first Panchakarma called Vamanam or vomiting is done. Now, the second Panchakarma, Virejana, it is purgation. A medicine is given to make you purgate. In this, what happens? The Pitta, which is situated between navel and the chest, it can be easily expelled out through the anal opening. Hence, the medicine is given and purgation is done. Now, the third and fourth treatments are 2 types of vastis. Vasti can be correlated to enema, but it is much more than just an enema. In Vasti, the Vata dosha, which becomes uncontrolled, is controlled and brought back into a regulated form. For this, the two vastis, one is Kashaya Vasti or decoction enema, second is Sneha Vasti or oil enema is done. So let us go in detail to Panchakarma. This Panchakarma, it has three stages. The first one is called the Purva Karma or the preparative stage. Second one is the Pradhana Karma or the main Panchakarma procedure. And the third one is a specific diet pattern known as Samsarjana Krama. In the preparatory stage, there are two processes. First one is Snehapanam and the second one is Swedanam. Snehapanam is fat consumption. Fat can be in any form, can be oil or ghee, which is in a medicated form. After doing a detailed evaluation of the person and considering his body type and the nature of the disease, the medicated oil or ghee is fixed. And the dose is fixed after calculating his digestive fire. So in the first day, a fixed dose of oil or ghee is given to you, say like 20 ml. And in the next day, after calculating the time taken for the digestion of this 20 ml of ghee, the next dose is fixed. And thus each day, the dose is increased slightly in a way that it gets digested within 6 or 12 hours. In this process, your whole body is saturated with the fat. The fat reaches each and every cell and tissue of your body and it mixes with the vitiated, adhered doshas in your body and the toxins. And this also increases the quantity of the doshas slightly. This stage takes about 5 to 7 days. The number of days taken depends from person to person. Some shows complete saturation within 3 days. For some, it might take 5 or 7. Once your body gets fully saturated with the fat, we go to the next phase, that is Swedanam or sweating therapy. In this, heat is applied to your body in different forms. It can be by doing oil massage and steam, or different types of kiris are there. When we apply the heat to the body, the fat which is in a thick solidified form, it melts. Along with it, the doshas and toxins also melts and reaches your koshta or GIT. So once it reaches here, it is very easy to be expelled out. So then comes the Pradhana Karma, that is the Panchakarmas. In case of Vamana, after Snehapanam, the next day, one day, the Svedana or sweating therapy is done, and on the third day, food items which excite and increase the doshas further are given. And on the fourth day, in the morning, medicine is given to make you vomit. The medicine, along with the vitiated doshas, are vomited out. Thus, the vitiated kapha dosha and toxins gets eliminated or flushed out from your body. In case of Virejanam, after the Snehapanam, the sweating phase lasts for 3 days. It is done for 3 days, and on the fourth day, in the morning itself, the medicine is given and you are made to purgate. By doing this, the vitiated pitta and the toxins get flushed out from your body. After this main treatment or the Pradhana Karma, then comes a Samsarjana Krama or diet plan. In this, a specific set of diet is prescribed for you, which you will have to follow for 3, 5 or 7 days, depending upon the number of times you have purgated or vomited. This process is done in order to re-establish the digestive fire, which has become very less during the Panchakarma treatment. Now let's see the third and fourth Panchakarma, that is Vasti. As I have told you before, Vasti is of two types, Kashaya Vasti or decoction enema and Sneha Vasti or oil enema. The Vasti is a magical remedy for many of the incurable diseases. Vasti is said as Ardha Chikitsa in Ayurveda. It means that doing Vasti alone gives you half the result of the whole Ayurvedic treatment you have done. In many severe conditions of back pain, sciatica, Parkinson's, and many neurological conditions, Vasti is a solution. Now let's see how Vasti is done. So Vasti, the two types of Vasti, decoction and oil enema, they come as a set. One day you do, the first day you do the oil enema, then the next day you do the decoction one. Thus alternatively you do each one of them. Thus the duration of it varies from 8 to 30 days. Some kind of Vasti it can be done for 8 days, some will extend to 15 days and some can extend even to 30 days depending upon your body and severity of your disease. Vasti is introduced through the anal route and it reaches the intestine.
In the intestine, there are many small microvilli which have the greatest absorption in our body.
This can be the reason why there is quick and effective result in Vasti. Now there is a rule while doing Vasti. That is, while you do the decoction enema, soon after the enema you will feel like passing the motion. Once it is cleared and you have taken a quick bath, soon after that you have to take the food. Mainly rice with green gram soup is prescribed. And in case of oil enema, the enema should be done soon after you have taken the food. So in Kashaya Vasti, soon after the Vasti you have to take the food, and in case of oil enema, after the food the enema is given. This is a very important thing to be done. If you do not follow this, there can be severe complications as a result. The last and the fifth one is Nasyam. Nasyam is installation of medicine through nose. In this treatment, medicine is introduced through the nose. It spreads all over your head, the sinus, and reaches the mouth. Once the medicine reaches the mouth, you have to forcefully spit it out. This is a basic rule of Nasya. This is the only treatment through which dosha vitiated in the head region can be expelled out. This have effect even in your hormonal axis. Even though we are applying the medicine through nose, its result does not limit to the head region. It has its effect throughout the body. In many severe headaches, migraines, sinusitis, and sleeplessness, in such case, Nasya is the choice of treatment. In Nasya, medicine is given in different forms. It can be oil, ghee, decoction, or various powders depending upon the disease. This Nasya, there is a smaller variety of Nasya called as Pradimarsha Nasya, in which small quantity of the medicine is introduced into the nose. This can be done daily and even by a healthy individual. So I hope now you have understood at least a little bit about Panchakarma. Hope you have liked my video. If so, please share it with your friends and family. Have a healthy and happy life. Thank you.